This is kind of the view when you first step into my house. A wonderful roll of duct tape, Gorilla Tape that Willie chewed up. Ray. Yeah, you. See a golden pothos hanging up in the corner. Don't get much light because of my beautiful curtain of green and purple and white and blue and all of the colors. All right, so these are my door and window are east facing. Right over here next to the community tank, we have a golden pothos on a stand and one begonia that I left to dry out to death. I just trimmed it back and it is showing lots of signs of new growth. We got nice little leaf here and quite a few nodes coming in. So it is regrowing. And I guess like we read, we'll start with the left. I'm going to get a little bit closer to hopefully help with some of the backlighting. This is my mother of all spider plants. She has been recently repotted, so I cut off all of her babies to help her, so we're not sucking too much energy out of her. She is starting to grow new ones now, so we got a few down there. My philodendron micans, which just got completely a haircut. I'm trying to get it to be full and bushy, so I have cut it all the way back. My Scindapsus pictus exotica, which had 2 vines that I shit you not, I'm going to step back here. And these were not here when I bought the plant. It was just cut off pot level. Grew all the way down to the bottom of my bench in like 2 months. But I didn't need 2 vines that long, so I figured I'd make a fuller, bushier plant and propagate all of the leaves. Then I have my German wax ivy, which got a little crispy this summer. It does severely need to be repotted. That is absolutely too small for the, what is it, a 4-inch pot that it's in, 6-inch pot. And up here we have my string of hearts. If you guys remember, this was just tiny couple clippings in February. I've propagated it to this, and now it's going to be double or more this size once the propagations are done, because it put on quite a bit of new growth, and that has all been chopped up and it's propagating now. So then I will leave it to its own devices for the rest of this like winter fall time. My curly body spider plant, which keeps sending out new babies and I love so much. Now we got my jade. I don't know if I'll be able to film him real good. Slow growing jade, ever so slow. It's the large leaf variety. My Cebu blue, which looked really good until we got really cold, and now this side of the plant, because the door was left open, is less than happy. We got a lot of brown tips, but this side of the plant is very happy. It must have been just far enough away from the cold weather. So we got my almost forgot my Crimson Queen, which hasn't done a whole lot since I got it. Trudy likes to try to kill it. The vines just get shorter. It is starting to put on some new growth, but not much. My Hoya Public Helix, which is wild, as always. And then we have my variegated jade, which is coming back from a hard prune. I am working on shaping these yet. My curly jade, which isn't the happiest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I have no idea why. We have a Dracaena Wernicke cutting, propagation, ellulated string of buttons. The happiest Haworthia I've ever seen in my life has flowered for me like 4 times this summer. It's giving me new babies. It just loves its life. Pothos Enjoy, which I've just propagated. That's going to be a common theme throughout the house. I'm working on filling out all my pots rather than for sale first. We have my green and purple oxalis. Almost forgot this guy, my green spider plant, which is giving me 3 new babies. Sorry. Tree babies. So hopefully some of the other plants start giving me babies soon. There's 3 in the pot. My gold capella umbrella tree, which I'm embarrassed to say was so root bound it literally just lost half of its root ball because it was all out of the pot growing in the cover pot. Whoops. My marble queen pothos, which I just gave a haircut to, I took a lot of the darker foliage. I'm going to work on propagating that into the pot and filling it out because we are getting so incredibly white. I mean, it's going to start dying out. The leaves are getting smaller. So like a third of this plant's really got to go. So I'm working on propagating some of the darker stuff so I can make the big cut. And last for the room is my large Schefflera, which doesn't do a whole lot, which is a big plant, so that is good. That it doesn't grow holy hellcats fast. Then we walk this way into the quarantine room, bathroom, remodeling project that seems to be going nowhere. This room needs to be gutted, but it's been put on the side burner for a while. Right here is my heart fern. I had him in my laundry room and it did not like it at all. This is like a peace lily. It faints hard. Now it's got tons of brown leaves because it got really dry in a matter of 2 days. So it seemed to like its spot here, and I think this is where it's going to live. My plumeria was spider mites. It is not happy, and it is on timeout with an aloe there in its pot. And one Cebu Blue Start up here, which is starting to take off. And that is all my storage unit shower. That is so cute. Okay. So anyways, moving on to the dining room. We've got, my red Maranta to the left in this north-facing window. And my jade pothos. And moving on to the kitchen, this is what you see right away when you walk in. We're going to start off to the left. This is a south-facing window. I want to say east. My last apartment, my kitchen faced east. And then a west and a north-facing window. So we're going to start off this direction. Over by Bruce, my beta. He is a one-eye beta. Oh, do we got his blind side? Yes, we do. He is blind in the one eye. He'd gotten caught up on some hair algae, which I didn't realize was growing in the tank. And I tried to help him. This was actually several months ago. He's doing fantastic. It's healed over. I cried for literal hours. I was trying to untangle him. Now I watch really closely for hair algae growing in his tank. I have put in so many plants in hopes to get rid of the hair algae problem. Anyways, you guys aren't here for fish. I know a lot of you don't even really give a rat's ass about it. So back to the plants. My Norfolk Island pine, which gets a little bit of light from the window, a lot of artificial light from the fish tank. And to the kitchen sink area, I have my Pilea peperomoides, which got insane. There was like 5 or 6 in the pot now. I took out all the babies and I kept the one that I liked the best. The rest are up for propagation and eventually for sale. I lost this big leaf on my newest leaf that unfurled on my bird of paradise when I was repotting it. Now it is sitting in a glass of water so I can enjoy it until I can't enjoy it anymore. I have this is a Hoya of, I'm not sure. I picked it up. I'm actually just getting into Hoyas and they're not incredibly common around here. So I've been focusing on ordering online, like the fancier Hoyas. What I find around here is what I find. I haven't had time to research this guy. So if anybody knows, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah. We'll pan on, important part, compost. Anyways, this is a newer addition to my display here. So most of the display hasn't changed much. Plant locations have, but I added this hanging rod from the ceiling so I can fit even more hanging baskets because your girl loves her aroids. Okay, anyways. Right up top, left to right, is my golden pothos, my pitcher plant, my real true Christmas cactus with the price tag still half on the pot because I am that lazy. My Berry Illusion arrowhead, which is going to start growing. I gave it a hard propagation in the spring, so it's doing good. It was really ugly before. My bird's nest fern, no, rabbit's foot fern. This was in like a 3-inch pot when I bought it, and I think I bought it 2 years ago or a year ago. I bought it and I can't even remember. It was cold out, and I remember it sat on my bathroom sink, and then it started to get too big for that. So then I moved it here, and it is just blown up. Normally ferns don't like direct sunlight, but this is sitting in a west-facing window, and it is in love. Like, I just recently rotated it, but come on. It went from a 2-inch pot to an 8-inch pot like that, and it's already wrapping around. It's, oh, God, I love this plant. Okay, anyways, this is probably one of my top 5 easiest care and just ultimately beautiful plants. I love this plant, and I can't brag about it enough. It's fantastic. All right, so anyways, enough about the rabbit's foot fern. I have a Hindu rope behind this Hoya bilobata, and I have a Dracaena werneckii behind that. In this pot, I've got my variegated string of hearts and my Peperomia pistrata turtle vine. And on to the ironing board. Now, this is my Euphorbia murder cactus. It's a Euphorbia hybrid, but it is variegated. It is stunning. See if I can get some of the variegation on camera here. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? His name is Murder Cactus. Now, I'm going to see if I can get this in frame and not stab myself. This tall at the beginning of the year, he has doubled in size. So this is a fast-growing one. I have a feeling in another couple of years, he is going to be sitting on the floor, and pray to God nobody bleeds. My Scindapsus pictus, Silvery Ann, which just got a hard propagation, is recovering. My rubber tree, my Robusta rubber tree. And a Cebu Blue Pothos. My Jade, which is now starting to fill back out after a hard prune. I do want this to be more like a tree, so I'm working on that. A Blizzard Aloe in a teapot. And my Monstera, which I think I'm going to go in and cut out the damaged leaves, but I'm not ready to do that. I just propagated it. Instead of propagating what I did, I should have just cut out the icky leaves. It has been ripped up. It used to sit next to my murder cactus. And, like, just looking at it, if murder cactus looked at it wrong, it was toast. So, that's fun. Down here is my Monstera adansonii, the big one that I bought. I recently gave this a hard prune. There were so many aerial roots inside this pot. Like, it grew straight up for days. I wanted more of a trailing look and a little bit of a cleaner look because you couldn't get inside the pot for nothing unless you cut everything off. So that is what I did. Hopefully I have a new shape to the plant. It's recovering well in lots of light, getting good water. And second to last but not least, my Hoya Crimson Princess, which caught a little bit of root rot. Half of the pot was drying out faster than the other, and I was only sticking my finger in half the pot. So half the pot got root rot. Obviously, the side drying out the fastest was facing the window. So I put it in an airier mixture and a smaller pot now, obviously, because half of it is freaking gone. But what is alive is very happy. It's giving me new growth. I'm hoping this one will flower for me, because this half of the plant is super, super, super happy. And I love it. It's pretty. It's gorgeous. And in this north-facing window here, I have a golden pothos. This is a low-light display that I will be working on right next to my beautiful recycling and my sweet-ass refrigerator. So anyways, that concludes part 1 of the plant tour. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, happy planting.